What's up, beautiful people? Rather than write a story about my wonderful stepbrother, I'll make a song. I'll entitle it How Mr. Man Got His Nickname. And it goes a little something like this. Dear Mr. Cliff Jackson, how'd you get your nickname, my friend? Was it from Katy, Texas? You know, you used to have a big house right next to the cliffs. Your real name is Correga. Yes, I did. So many people, everybody know you, fool. Everybody, every cop that comes to this house, every fucking body that used to try to lock me up back then when you tried to shut me up, I had to go homeless because I found out about your fucked up shit. You know, everybody know you. And now it's 7 years later, and now you're just like every cop's favorite friend because when cops want to make money, gee, who do they call? They call Officer Cliff. He's the one that you talk to make money off the books and make money if you want to get down with Puffy and his security team because Cliff trains even them. You know what I mean? So when all the black superstars come into Houston, Texas, who's the one that handles security? Who's supposed to be quote unquote the best? You know, he's an ex-Marine, said to be Black Ops, Navy SEAL, whatever. You know what I mean? My stepbrother, Officer Cliff. So anyways, it goes a little bit like this. I mean, I'm really sick of this bullshit because I know what you did to my whole fucking family and it's about money. Okay, let me explain it like this. Gee, my mom, a mark. You know what a mark is? It's a woman that's marked because of money. It's because of who she knows or what she is or what she's gonna do simply because she's got money, dude, somewhere in her family. Okay, and so in my family it goes like this. Me, myself, I'm Mr. Ewing. My grandmother was the daughter of a Breedlove and Lovejoy family. Do you know who they are? They were original Royal English that was kicked out of the European, German, Nazi, British ruling monarch of today because they were original royalty before the Germans came in and locked everybody up and then raped and fucked their kids and put everybody in jail. And these white English, not British, German Nazis got out of jail on white apprenticeships to control the Americas for these Nazis and build up the slave trade in America. This is how it goes, dude. I mean, don't be a fool. This is how it is. Now, let me explain it to you. So then you have my grandmother, Moselle Ewing, who is the daughter of half and half black and white house Negroes. One side, Lovejoy, half and half. Other side, Breedlove, half and half. And then those two house Negroes that lived in the house because that's what they did. They had the black slaves, the children of the slaves that they didn't keep their hands off the chocolate with. They had him clean up their bullshit in the house. So then they had my grandmother. So there's where you get my royal blood like no other. Get it, Cliff? Okay, now it's like this. Then you get my father, Mr. Ewing. You can trace his lineage back to Lincoln because we have land in Navasota, Texas that can prove that, man, that was given to my great-great-grandfather by Lincoln because he was Lincoln's cousin, the Ewings. But the original Ewings were actually Dutch Norwegian royalty that was actually sent here to build up America's and the slave trade again on white apprenticeships. An apprenticeship is white slavery. You're in jail or you're in some deep shit with some royal motherfuckers, and to get out of it you sign a contract, put your name on the dotted line to the devil jack, you become a white slave. That's what it is, even in today. So those are the Ewings, and I got streets with my name in Houston, Texas, and I still ain't got no money because of this Officer Cliff. He's the handler over all of this shit. This is how he's so good. Now I'm fucking coming with it. Make it understood. Okay? Because I used to do this on the streets 247 to his fucking cop buddies when they come up to me on the streets. When Cliff would go arrest him, I would say, do you know the fuck I am? I'm Officer fucking Cliff's stepbrother, motherfuckers. I know what he does. He even shot Biggie Smalls. What? Y'all fucking hide that shit. Y'all fucking cover that shit up. I ain't stupid. I know where he was when fucking Biggie was shot. I lived this shit fucking 2-3 weeks, 2-3-4 months after fucking he was shot. I mean, a sheriff, his leading police captain, calling my mother's house every day, sometimes 3 times a day, looking for him. And then his wife leaves him. A month after, Biggie gets shot because he was nowhere to be found. And this is when Cliff was living over near the cliffs. Now let me tell you about the cliffs in Katy, Texas, because I know all about it because I grew up in Spring Branch, which is a 10-minute drive from Katy, Texas. Katy, Texas and Spring Branch were originally colonized to build up the slave trade, and that's what they kept the slaves because they wanted to keep them out of Houston. And they built up Katy, Texas, and there are plenty of property in Katy, Texas where many slaves, many Indians were slaughtered, and then for some reason the government had to shut these pieces of land down because there was too many people just ended up just dying on this land for no reason. Can you say pissed off spirits, you fucking heathens? So this is how it goes. Let me break it down about Texas because nobody knows. Okay, let me not get into Blue Light Cemetery and that piece of government property that nobody really wants to talk about that the government closed off because even the slave owners and slave traders would just drop dead on this land. They don't even talk about this, man. But this is history in Texas that I grew up in. Now, when you get to the Katy Cliffs, and the police, of Katy and the Houston police closed down the cliffs because kids used to go to the cliffs to go skinny dipping and jumping in that water off the cliffs. Now, this was way before they started finding bodies thrown in the cliffs, guns thrown in the cliffs, plenty of people just off in the cliffs. Get it now? The cliffs was the best place to dispose of bodies, to dispose of weapons, to dispose of anything that you didn't want anybody find. I mean, when I was growing up in Spring Branch, there was a young girl fell out there, raped her body, thrown in the water. This happened several times. Over near the cliffs, there was a couple found beheaded. Let me talk about it, okay? Officer Cliff, his real name is Corregger Jackson. He's a cop, Marine, Black Ops. He's a Freemason, fucking in charge of all this shit, and he's my handler. Can I talk about it now? After this, you ain't handling shit, homie. I'm handling you like this. So now you get it. Now you see what I'm up into because the government got Scott Jackson, Cliff Jackson, and he really is related to the Jacksons. He's one of those niggas that's always bothering the family. You owe me this, you owe me that. Because Wilbur Jackson was a singer in Motown, was Marvin Gaye's background singer, and he actually was the guy that introduced Joe Jackson to Motown. So this whole family claims, you owe us this, you owe us that, Jackson. But in honesty, Wilbur Jackson had many more kids and beat all his wives. I had no need to lie. They had plenty of kids, but ain't not one of them you're as talented as even Tito Jackson. That's how it goes, my friends. I'm gonna get cold on this shit, Cliff. I hope you fucking hear it because plenty of your pig friends that you got to pick me up, and I missed my birthday and New Year's because I was locked up. Fuck you, chump. I talked to those cops, they were friends. One was even friends with you, knew you for 15 years. I told him about you. I told him, imagine what I told him on the right down, clown. He told me you worked the night shift. I said, yeah, that's cool. It makes plenty of sense if you're a fucking drug dealer and you're handling a lot of government shit. He didn't say nothing. You get it, my friend? So anyways, when people talk to me, I know my shit. So it's funny how Officer Cliff had a house right over by the cliffs where Biggie Smalls was shot all, when plenty of other black men, Mexican men, whoever the cops just feel like, taking and killing and then throwing over the cliffs and nobody find their body and shit. I mean, the cops have that area closed off from the public. It is their legal property. And it has been since Cliff purchased that house right over by it. Now he moved. I guess he sold the house, dude, because it was a bit too obvious and he wanted to move into Houston, Texas. And now he is, one of the precinct's chiefs of the same district where my mom grew up in. You think it's a coincidence, right? No! Just clean up her friends and anybody that know any background history about Yvonne Ewing, Yvonne Davis. Now let me tell you how I get my sovereign lineage through my mom. See, my great-great-grandfather was a Blackfoot Indian. Get it? Blackfoot Indian. That means he was a Moor. Nubian Moor, not a fucking Cherokee, not any of these South Indians via the names from India. Understand, I'm not insane. So he was a Moor. The Moors were on this land before these Indians came and started warring with us. And then these Europeans came to this land and made all the fuss and they made all the treaties with these Indians and not us. Because we never signed any treaties to say you can rape us, you can enslave us, you can kill us, and you can put us on your goddamn plantations. Oh no, Satan, you don't get it now. anything that you do in secret is going to come out. Now you see the truth about what they do to me since I was a youth and I didn't even know. My grandmother would always tell me, oh, you're more royal than, Prince William. You're more royal than this and this or any of those white folks in the White House, any of those white folks in Europe, because of your bloodline. She knew it because her parents told her. Because their parents told them. And it's passed on like this, my friend. You can't dispute the truth. You can lie about it, and you cannot say anything on TV about it, and then you can get these coke dealing, coke sucking, pedophile, CIA, Nazi motherfuckers to kill people if they want to fucking get legal about it. But simply, I'm recording this, so even if one person hear it, that's one person that's going to tell somebody and don't fear it, and then maybe in 10 years, maybe in 5 years, maybe in 2 minutes, we bring the fear. Do you understand what they've done to this one man? Because in all honesty, my lineage, the truth about me on both sides of my family makes me more royal than any motherfucker in the United States. So let me tell you something about the Black Reparations lawsuit. It was supposed to be filed on September 15th. Now witness this. This is your fate. September 15th. Thank you, Johnny Cochran, and all your best lawyers, blessed black lawyers from around the world to work on this. Because let's talk about Building 3 or Building 7. They call it Building 7 because that's technically the name, but it was the third building that blew up in 9/11, man. Now, how this building gonna blow up when it's over like 5 blocks away from the Twin Towers? Well, can you say SCC building? Can you say trade police and the guys that go after the Illuminazis for their illegal trade fixing and trade fixation and all the shit that they do and try to hide behind fucking Satan? Can you say they just blew up this building that had all the tax receipts, all the slave trade certificates, all the bonds, all this and this and this and this, that traced everybody to see who owned who and who did what and who sold who and who did this bullshit? They just blew it up with the Twin Towers. And let's not forget, on September 12th, the environmentalists, that was our day. To you people, you may not know anything about September 12th, but hey, let's take a step back in time. Remember how it took like 3 days to remember who's counting the votes? Who's got the votes? Who's the president, yo? Is it Bush or Gore? Oh no, who's the fucking whore? We are. Because we still letting these motherfuckers fuck us every day and they think that we're stupid and have nothing to say. Now let me tell you the truth about what they do every day, because you, the public, and CNN, CIA News Network don't say nothing about this. 4 days. And September 12th, witness the truth. It's dope. September 12th was the day that the impeachment supposed to be filed on Mr. Bush because of all his illegal activity that was so prevalent because of 9/11. It just got washed away. Now do you see what they do? I mean, still, everybody may call me a fool and this, but I ain't forgetting shit. And it's like everybody forgot this, but now I'm reminding the public. Now, do you see these two particular things? Bush's impeachment? Because then if this was, if this was talking about even today, then Obama would have a problem, because then it would throw the whole United States corporation candidacy out the fucking front door. Now, exactly hear what I'm saying when it gets down to me, and recognizing that I'm a black king, and recognizing that this land that they stole and rape every day is legally belongs to the Nubian Moors, and especially Texas. This was our land all the way through Canada. So if they give us any respect, what do you think we're going to do to the United States corporation run by Nazis and Obama and Bush and all of those pedophile motherfuckers that give it to little boys in the tush? What do you think we do? Get the fuck off our land, dude. Here's the paper. Here's what you did. This, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. How much more do I need to talk about it? Leave this man alone. I am ZAKAOS. I'm on the microphone. And the charges keep building up every single day. These gang stalkers keep stalking me. And if you don't know what that shit is, gang stalking, please look it up on YouTube, dude. Or go to my Facebook, ZAKAOS Breed Love Ewing, and read. I talk about all the shit they do to me every fucking day when they drive their fucking silent sound cars, fucking park them outside my house, and this whole neighborhood gets paid to silence about that shit and to do nothing. And when these fucking cars come and just sit outside my home and just fucking beam that shit in to the fucking home like a terror dome, just to try to silently silence me and kill me. So what, I'll get cancer, I'll have a heart attack. They already tried to do that. Shit hurt my motherfucking heart, but hey, I survived it, Jack. You don't know me. Understand, I'm doing this to say fuck you, Cliff. Fuck all your shit. Fuck you, Nazis. Fuck you, NASA. Right in your fucking shit. Just like I went up to Paris, to the Rothschild shit, stood up in it, stood up in the Bastille every fucking night, screaming at the fucking cops. I wish I had a fucking videotape to record that shit just like this. And so what? These motherfuckers didn't speak English. I still said it just like this. I am ZAKAOS Breed Love Ewing. Thank you for your time. I'm about really fucking pissed. I want my fucking money because what these motherfuckers just did to me on New Year's and my birthday, hey, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of them. I'm getting in contact with the lawyer tomorrow. I already called the Moors of Texas, so I'm expecting a phone call from them. I'm sure they're tripping out on my Facebook and they're gonna trip out on this because I'm the fucking realist. Peace. And fuck you, Nazis. Daughter of half and half black and white house Negroes. One side, Lovejoy, half and half. Other side, Breed Love, half and half. And then those two house Negroes that lived in the house because that's what they did. They had the black slaves, the children of the slaves that they didn't keep their hands off the chocolate with. They had him clean up their bullshit in the house. So then they had my grandmother. So there's where you get my royal blood like no other. Get it, Cliff? Okay, now it's like this. Then you get my... So anyways, it goes a little bit like this. I mean, I'm really sick of this bullshit because I know what you did to my whole fucking family and it's about money. Okay, let me explain it like this. G, my mom, a mark. You know what a mark is? It's a woman that's marked because of money. It's because of who she knows or what she is or what she's gonna do simply because she's got money, dude, somewhere in her family. Okay, and so in my family it goes like this. Me, myself, I'm Mr. Ewing. My grandmother was the daughter of a Breed Love and Lovejoy family. Do you know who they are? They were original Royal English that was kicked. What's up, beautiful people? Rather than write a story about my wonderful stepbrother, I'll make a song. I'll entitle it How Mr. Man Got His Nickname. And it goes a little something like this. Dear Mr. Cliff Jackson, how'd you get your nickname, my friend? Was it from Katy, Texas? You know, you used to have a big house right next to the cliffs. Your real name is Correga. Yes, I did. So many people, everybody know you, fool. Everybody, every cop that comes to this house, every fucking body that used to try to lock me up back then when you tried to shut me out of the European, German, Nazi, British ruling monarch of today because they were original royalty before the Germans came in and locked everybody up and then raped and fucked their kids and put everybody in jail. And these white English, not British, German Nazis got out of jail on white apprenticeships to control the Americas for these Nazis and build up the slave trade in America. This is how it goes, dude. I mean, don't be a fool. This is how it is. Now, let me explain it to you. So then you have my grandmother, Moselle Ewing, who is the daughter. I had to go homeless because I found out about your fucked up shit. You know, everybody know you. And now it's 7 years later, and now you're just like every cop's favorite friend because when cops want to make money, gee, who do they call? They call Officer Cliff. He's the one that you talk to make money off the books. and make money if you want to get down with Puffy and his security team, because Cliff trains even them. You know what I mean? So when all the black superstars come into Houston, Texas, who's the one that handles security? Who's supposed to be quote unquote the best? You know, he's an ex-Marine, said to be Black Ops, Navy SEAL, whatever. You know what I mean? My stepbrother, Officer Cliff.